Welcome. Welcome to Kansas State University Salina's 2014 Fall Commencement Ceremonies. Please rise as we honor one of the oldest known traditions in commencement exercises, both for Kansas State University and for institutions of higher education around the world. Tonight's ceremony will begin with bagpipe music from Salinan Terry Ferguson. Our procession begins with the Kansas State University Salina Mace. The mace, a symbol of university scholarship and integrity since the 11th century, reminds us that education is one of the most cherished attributes of a free and democratic society. The mace is carried this evening by Troy Harding, professor in Computer Systems Technology and recipient of the 2014 Marchbanks Memorial Award for Teaching Excellence. Following Professor Harding are Dr. Verna Fitzsimmons, CEO and Dean of Kansas State University Salina. She is followed by Dr. Kirk Schultz, President of Kansas State University, Dixie Sherlman, Associate Dean of Student Life, Dr. Kurt Barnhart, Associate Dean of Research and Engagement, Larry Farmer, Professor Emeritus and former department head for this campus, and tonight's keynote speaker, Brad Seidner, Senior Vice President and COO of the K-State Alumni Association, Dr. Alicia Starkey, Associate Dean of Undergraduate Studies, Dr. Raju Dandu, Directorate of the Graduate Program, Dr. Don Von Bergen, Head of the Department of Arts, Sciences, and Business, Barney King, Interim Head of the Department of Aviation, Dr. Mark Jackson, Head of the Department of Engineering Technology, Dr. Dorothy Durbin, Director of the School of Family Studies and Human Services, and Dr. Betsy Cobble, Head of the Department of Sociology, Anthropology, and Social Work. The Kansas State University Salina faculty follows the platform party. They are led by Faculty Marshal Professor Les Kinsler. please honor the graduating class as they now enter. They are led by Student Marshal and Student Government Association Vice President Austin Calhoun. Will the audience please remain standing for the national anthem, sung by Eric Cole.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Everyone can please be seated.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Board of Regents and the faculty and staff of Kansas State University Salina, I extend a warm welcome to our candidates for graduation, their families, friends, and to all of our guests. This night belongs to you, graduates. You have accomplished quite a bit in the last years that you've been here, and we're here to recognize and to celebrate your achievements tonight. May it be a moment and an evening that you always remember.
Phi Kappa Phi is a national academic honor society founded in 1897 whose motto is, "Let the love of learning rule humanity." The Kansas State University chapter was founded in 1915. Membership is by invitation only to those seniors who represent the top 10% of their class. These students define our quality, develop our reputation, and bring distinction to our college. We take this opportunity now to recognize our newest initiate for this honor. Please hold your applause until the student has been recognized. If present, would the student rise and remain standing? Tosh Andrew Taylor. Tosh is from Riley, Kansas, and is completing his Bachelor of Science in Aeronautical Technology professional pilot option. Please join me in recognizing our newest member of Phi Kappa Phi.
Kansas State University is a land-grant public research university committed to teaching and learning, research, and service to the people of Kansas, the nation, and the world. Our collective mission is best accomplished when every member of the university community acknowledges and celebrates the dignity and value of diversity. We each have our own story that shapes who we are and who we will become in the future. As part of our long-standing commencement tradition, K-State Salina invites a member of our student governing association to provide their personal perspective about graduation. Austin Calhoun is this year's SGA Vice President. He is a junior from Lyons, Kansas, studying computer systems technology. In his short time as a Wildcat, Austin has been very involved on our campus. As SGA Vice President, Austin is a committee organizer, exciting other students to participate on various panels like Parking Community Service and Education Opportunity Fund. He also serves as mediator between other organizations and clubs, helping them collaborate on projects and finding solutions for any of their challenges. Austin has been involved with K-State Salina's Christian Challenge since his freshman year and is the past president of the Residence Hall Association. Austin says one of the things he enjoys the most is helping others with their education, and his passion for K-State Salina has even resulted in a few of his friends from high school enrolling on our campus. It is my pleasure to introduce Student Governing Association Vice President, Austin Calhoun.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations on achieving this huge life goal. I would like to start off by saying thank you for this opportunity to stand up in front of you all and speak. I'm not really sure whose idea that was, but they're probably going to regret that. Because like most college students, I've become a master of procrastination, and this speech is definitely a product of that. But there is a plus side. For you guys, that means that the speech isn't going to be that long, so you have that to look forward to. Procrastination is one of the many things the college experience will teach you, but at the same time is never really spoken about in the classroom by a professor. And however most would agree this is a bad idea, there are a lot of things, positive things, that you'll learn from the college experience as well that isn't necessarily taught about in the classroom. These skills or traits go above and beyond our majors and have the power not only to impact our lives, but also have the potential to influence others in our lives as well. The first huge trait that sticks out to me is passion. And that's probably how most of us got here today. We all came here chasing a dream, but just because we're all about to cross the stage doesn't mean that this chapter of our life is over. It's important to continue following things you're passionate about, because those things are the things that make you who you are and will lead you to a much happier life as well. And this isn't just coming from a college student trying to take up a 5-minute time slot. Steve Jobs once stated at a commencement address at Stanford University back in 2005 that everyone should have the courage to follow their heart and their intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become, and everything else just becomes secondary. He goes on to say that if you can't find something at first, just keep following your passion, don't give up, and not to settle for less, because eventually something will come. My next point is not to let others define who you are. By following our passions, we separate ourselves from the herd, and if we let others mold us into whom they think we should be, it takes away from our uniqueness. And when people question us as to why we chose this route, or why are we doing this with our life in any sort of negative manner, simply respond with, why not? These dreams and goals belong to you, and no one can change that or take it away. However, it is important to consider the positive critiquing of others and the opinions of others as well. It's also not to be taken too personally to the point where it may bring you down. Author Don Ruiz once said that there's a huge amount of freedom that comes when you take nothing personally. And I agree with that to a certain degree, especially since most of you will soon be heading out into the workforce. Finally, try not to let the smaller things bother you so much. Life is too short to be brought down by the minor details that could just as well be ignored. All of you know by now that college can be a huge burden and a huge source of stress. And if you haven't yet, you're about to find out that searching for a job and finding a new career can be just as stressful. So another good idea would be to surround yourself with a positive environment. Life's challenges can be overcome much easier if others are present to back you up. So as you leave your professors and advisors behind, I recommend trying to find another mentor to try and take their place. This will help mimic the same support system you had back in college and hopefully help the transition be a lot smoother. Now that you've all achieved this huge accomplishment in your life and continue on to bigger and better adventures, try to keep these things in the back of your mind. Sometimes being distracted is okay, as it could prove to be a learning experience. But remember, in the long run, it could slow down your master plan a bit, much like how Googling how to find where to get a pet monkey slowed down the writing process of this speech. Once again, congratulations and good luck on all of your future adventures.
Thank you, Austin. Tonight's keynote speaker is someone that has a 30-year history with our campus. In 1968, when the grounds here were known as the Schilling Institute, he joined the faculty as an electronics technology professor. He was later promoted to department head of electronics engineering technology, where along with teaching, he managed the expansion of the program and assisted in numerous graduates starting their careers. He was even part of the initial accreditation process of the campus's curriculum by the Accreditation Board for Engineering Technology. He grew up in western Oklahoma and supplemented his time as a farmer with while he was attending local junior college. He later transferred to Oklahoma State University, where he earned his bachelor's degree in education. He also holds a master's degree from Kansas State University in adult and occupational education. Accompanying his career in academics, he served more than 30 years in both the Oklahoma and the Kansas Army National Guard, retiring at the rank of lieutenant colonel. He's a licensed private pilot, a member of the Smoky Hill Experimental Aviation Association chapter, and a member of the Salina Downtown Lions Club for more than 40 years. He's been married to his wife, Generva Adkerson, for 55 years, and both of their sons, Dee and Dan, are K-State Salina graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to our speaker, Mr. Larry Farmer.
Thank you. Dr. Fitzsimmons, members of the platform party, faculty, and most of all, graduates. I extend my congratulations to you, and more than that, to your parents who stood by you all this time. What a wonderful journey you are about to begin. I'm not smart enough to predict the future, but it's safe to say that you will see many changes as you go forward. Your education is by no means complete. And I think you'll find, if you're like me, you'll need to reinvent yourself many times as you go ahead. I look back on my life, and when I started working in the electronics field, we were using vacuum tubes. Some of you remember them. They were nice and friendly, and they made a nice little cozy glow, and they were easy to troubleshoot because if they were out, you knew you replaced that one. But then come transistors. And you should have heard some of those old technicians and engineers cry about those things. Finally, they put them in a package called an integrated circuit. And then they had a microprocessor. All of these things had a learning curve. All of these things meant that I, as a farm boy from western Oklahoma, needed to grab myself by the bootstraps and pull myself up. And I don't expect anything less from you as you go forward. Computers in that day occupied big rooms, and if you wanted to do something, you had to write a program for it. And that's all it did, whatever that one program said. If you wanted to do something else, you wrote another program. The handheld device that you have in your pocket probably has more power than the first computer that we had at this school. Some of you may worry about, well, do I really know enough? I'd like to put your fears to rest. Your education here at K-State Salina has prepared you well. During my time, I was lucky enough to rub elbows with some of the early pioneers from the space program and from the Manhattan Project. And it occurred to me that some of you may not know what the Manhattan Project was. This was a crash program where the government in 3 years invented an atomic bomb. A lot of people were involved in it, and a lot of people had to learn a lot of new things. When my colleagues and I would ask these folks, well, how did you know enough to do this? And most answered, well, I had a good undergraduate degree in classical physics, chemistry, and mathematics. Your education in your science-based technologies will provide you with the foundation you need. Certainly there's going to be some new science along the way. Knowledge in these fields is expanding at an exponential rate. They used to tell us that the knowledge in physics was doubling every 8 years. So this was something new that you had to learn. As you move forward in your career, you may need some other skills. Of course, staying current in your field is a given. But as you have more responsibility, your ability to work with others will be increasingly important. Some of you may wonder, why did we make you take oral and written communications? Why did we enroll you in humanities when we were signing you up for classes? Well, as you start to work with people, you're going to find some of these skills are much more important, and you're probably going to want more education in those areas. Now let's shift gears just a little bit. I will begin this with a story. When I was very young, I was standing on a street corner talking to a man, and another man walked up, and he wanted to borrow a grain drill from the first man. They knew each other well, so it was not a big issue. The loan was agreed to. But as the second man turned to walk away, he turned back and said, well, you know, service is the price you pay for the space you occupy. Bit corny, but those words have stuck with me throughout the years. And as you go forward, there will be many opportunities to be of service to others. One area would be service to your profession. I would encourage you to join and participate in the organizations and activities that expand and improve your chosen area of work. Volunteer to mentor younger workers. And in fact, one of the big things I hope for you is that you will have good role models and that you have someone who will mentor you, stick you under their wing, and take good care of you. I was very lucky to find, when I started teaching, some excellent people to work under. And I hope you have that same benefit. I would encourage you to serve your community. Help with your local food bank, for example, or the charitable activities of your church. Belong to and support activities of the local civic clubs. And I know that on campus you're doing a lot of that now. Last spring I was helping set up the Red Cross blood drive, And one of the helpers was a young man from this campus, and he was working off some required hours in one of his classes. So, and Dr. Fitzsimmons tells me that all the student clubs require volunteer hours now, and I think that's a very good thing. Lastly, don't neglect your family. It's very easy to get caught up in your work. Make time. Attend your children's activities. Help with those activities. And if you've been as lucky as I've been traveling down this path in the field of technology, I don't think you will be bored at all. And I would kind of paraphrase on an advertisement I saw on the financial channels a while back. There was a young man starting out as a chef in a restaurant, and the boss gave him 2 bits of advice. 1, cook what you love. 2, save your money. I thank you.
It's a pleasure and an honor to have Mr. Farmer with us tonight, and we thank you for your thoughtful words of wisdom. We have 5 students this evening, 5 graduating students that are finishing up their years here with us with high honors, a distinction represented by their purple and white cords. Please hold your applause until all of these students have been recognized. Students with a 3.95 grade point average or higher, a K-State academic average, are designated as summa cum laude. If present, would the students please rise and remain standing? Reynold Cochran. Students with a 3.85 GPA or above, K-State academic average, are designated as magna cum laude. If present, would this student please rise? Tosh Andrew Taylor. Students with a 3.75 or above K-State academic average are designated as cum laude. If present, would these students please stand and remain standing? Patrick Michael McGilligan, Shane Ryan Richardson, and Shelby Lynn Strickland. Please join me now in recognizing these students who have attained this high level of academic achievement. Thank you. This evening, we are here to honor the entire graduating class, who will in turn honor us in the years to come. Kansas State University President Dr. Kirk Schultz is here tonight to confer the degrees for all of our graduates. President Schultz is the 13th president of the university, and during his time here has spearheaded a campus and university-wide goal setting to move K-State forward to be recognized as a top 50 public research university by the year 2025.
Well, good evening. I've had the opportunity to attend commencements here for the last 6 years during my time as president. I think tonight is the largest crowd I can remember being here with standing room only, and thank you for being out here tonight to honor our outstanding graduates. It's now my honor and privilege to recognize Kansas State University Salina's graduate program. Will the candidate please rise and remain standing? Dr. Dandu, please present the candidate for the Professional Master of Technology degree from the Graduate School.
On behalf of the graduate faculty, I am honored to present the degree candidate.
Thank you. By the authority of the people of Kansas, the Kansas Board of Regents, recommendation by the faculty, and upon completion of these degree requirements, I'm pleased to confer upon you the Professional Master of Technology degree you have earned at Kansas State University. Congratulations.
Favor Ibokwe, Professional Master of Technology.
It's now my honor and privilege to recognize Kansas State University Salina's undergraduates. Will all undergraduate candidates please rise and remain standing? Dr. Von Bergen, please present the degree candidates from the Arts, Sciences, and Business Department.
President Schultz, on behalf of the faculty of the Arts, Sciences, and Business Department, I am honored to present our degree candidates.
Thank you. Professor King, please present the degree candidates from the Aviation Department.
On behalf of the faculty of the department, I am honored to present these degree candidates.
Thank you. Dr. Jackson, please present the degree candidates from the Engineering Technology Department.
On behalf of the faculty of the Department of Engineering and Technology, I am honored to present these degree candidates.
Thank you. Dr. Durbin, please present the candidates from the School of Family Studies and Human Services and the College of Human Ecology.
On behalf of the faculty of the school, I'm honored to present these degree candidates.
Thank you. By the authority of the people of Kansas, the Kansas Board of Regents, recommendation by the faculty, and upon completion of all degree requirements, I am pleased to confer upon you the respective degrees you have earned at Kansas State University. Please join me in congratulating our newest degree candidates.
Colin A. Crowder, Bachelor's in Technology Management. Brian Allen Gayno, Bachelor's in Technology Management, Associate in Digital Media Technology. Tyler John Opheim, Bachelor's in Technology Management, minor in Business. Shelby Rachel McIntosh, Bachelor's in Technology Management. Trevor Allen Hinson, Bachelor's in Airport Management. Tyler Alexander Lewis, Bachelor's in Airport Management. Jonathan Berg, Bachelor's in Aviation Maintenance. Jenka Chin, Bachelor's in Aviation Maintenance. Terrence Montoy, Bachelor's in Aviation Maintenance. Caleb Daniel Bradley, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Zachary Warren Martin, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Patrick Michael McElligott, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot, minor in Aviation Safety, cum laude. Shane Ryan Richardson, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot, cum laude. Brooke Nicole Roman, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Benjamin Michael Taylor, Associate and Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Tosh Andrew Taylor, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot, magna cum laude. David Aaron Jarrett Williams, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Robert James Willing, Bachelor's in Professional Pilot. Nathaniel Lee Ellis, Bachelor's in Unmanned Aircraft Systems. Reynold Cochran, Associate in Computer Systems Technology, summa cum laude. Scott Michael Sillison, Bachelor's in Computer Systems Technology. Brian Seitz, Bachelor's in Computer Systems Technology, Associate in Digital Media and Web Development Technology. Melissa Lynn Clark, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services. Cameron Annette Dinkle, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services. Kimberly Sean Rodriguez Trigg, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services. Shelby Lynn Strickland, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services, cum laude. Kylie Jo Lozzi, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services, Personal Financial Planning, minor in Business. Megan Eileen Murphy, Bachelor's in Family Studies and Human Services, Personal Financial Planning, minor in Business. Melanie L. Potts, Bachelor in Family Studies and Human Services, Personal Financial Planning.
Well, how about one more round of applause? Well, graduates, the time has come for you to begin a new chapter in your lives. This ceremony is called Commencement because it's a time for you to end this phase of your life and to begin or commence the next. You're bright, you're competent, and you're ready to take your place in society. And it's a society that needs you. We need your intelligence, your creativity, and especially your enthusiasm. Be prepared to lead and to follow. Learn to challenge the status quo and enrich our society. And always remember that you are now a member of the elite Kansas State University alumni.
Well, good evening, graduates, and again, welcome to all the family and friends here tonight. Well, on behalf of the Kansas State Alumni Association, representing over 175,000 living graduates of Kansas State, we'd like to offer all of you our congratulations on your special achievement here tonight. It's an honor to personally congratulate you, but also to have presented to you an exclusive alumni pin that is only available to our graduating students each semester. I'm also pleased to share that in recognition of your graduation, your college and the Alumni Association will be providing you a complimentary one-year membership with the Alumni Association. And we hope that this membership keeps you engaged and informed about your alma mater. And we hope you'll always be an active member of your Alumni Association. We do look forward to providing you your link for life to the university, but also to keep you connected with the K-State Salina campus, your college, and all of K-State's activities. As you know, we have the best students in the country. Our alumni are also among the most loyal in the country. In fact, you are now part of the #1 Alumni Association in the Big 12 Conference that has been #1 for 18 consecutive years for the percentage of our graduates that are members. Well, that loyalty is shared worldwide by generations of K-Staters who have that same passion for K-State that you feel tonight as you earn your degree from one of the finest universities in the nation. The Alumni Association looks forward to serving each of you as a member of the K-State family, and we want to thank you for all that you will do in the future for other generations of K-Staters that will follow in your footsteps. We hope you will always wear your purple with pride, always cheer on the Wildcats. So again, congratulations on your special achievement here tonight, and as always, let's go K-State.
family, and friends, you've supported these students both emotionally and financially. Without your encouragement, this moment would not have been possible. Some of you have traveled short distances. Others of you have traveled halfway across the world to see your loved ones graduate tonight. So, will the parents, the spouses, significant others, children, and all of you that have supported these graduates, please stand and be recognized for your work. Faculty and staff, through your dedication to your own academic excellence and your passion for sharing your knowledge, these graduates have learned and have grown both on a personal and on academic levels. You are the foundation upon which these individuals will build their professional lives. Before I ask our faculty and staff to stand and be recognized, I would like to personally honor one of them. Charlie Soika was a K-State Salina Senior Maintenance Manager in the Aviation Department. On November 30th, we lost Charlie in an aviation accident while he was in Missouri visiting his family. Charlie had been with the K-State Salina family for 11 years, and every moment he was here, he loved aviation, and his love for aviation was on display. It was of paramount concern to him that all of our aircraft were operating safely. In fact, one year Charlie even unexpectedly and without real cause other than his love and his concern for students, flew to Stillwater, Oklahoma to fix a broken brake line on one of our flight team's planes during the competition. And our team says that they would not have won without him. Charlie was an integral part of our aviation program, and he will be greatly missed. I would like now to celebrate Charlie along with all of our faculty and staff. Will the faculty and staff please stand to be recognized? Thank you. I now ask that all the new graduates stand. This is the fun part of the ceremony. This is a time when you get to move your tassel to symbolize your formal graduation. So you can take it and move it to the left. Woo-hoo! Another important piece of Kansas State University tradition. Now, join these new alumni and myself in singing the alma mater. This song was selected in 1903. No, we're going to put microphones in front of all of you, too. It was selected in 1903 as a result of a campus contest and was written by Humphrey W. Jones, who was from the class of 1888. Guests, you can follow along on page 3 in the commencement program. Please join me. Again, congratulations, graduates. And this concludes our commencement exercise.
audience may remain seated during the recessional, but we invite you to join us for a reception honoring our graduates immediately following the ceremony in the concourse.